"Bones? Well, that's festive," Molly quipped. As she spoke, there was a knock at the door. Everyone jumped. I walked over to answer it. It was Seraphina. "I'm so sorry I'm late," she said as she hurried inside. "It's wicked out there tonight." "Come in and warm up with some hot chocolate," I suggested. "Everyone except Opal's here tonight. She had to pick up a shift down at the sheriff's office," Molly said as Seraphina took off her raincoat and came in, rubbing her hands together. "How are the bees doing in this weather?" "They're hunkered down, staying warm," Seraphina said as I poured her a mug of hot chocolate. Seraphina had opened the Honeyed Moon Mead Winery a few months back and had several hives of bees on her property. "A touch of rum to warm you up? Oh, my word, that would be just what the doctor ordered," Seraphina said as she pulled a black cap with cat ears out of her knitting bag. If she ever finished it, her sister Aimee would look terrific in it. "Now, I've got to do 20 more rows in the next 5 days. If I get it done, it'll be a Christmas miracle." "Hear, hear," I said, eyeing my scarf with trepidation. "How long does a scarf have to be functional anyway?" "Longer than 10 inches, Quinn said with a grin. "It's much longer than 10 inches, I said. "It's like 14, maybe even 15 if I stretch it a little. Can't you make them bigger by blocking them or something?" "Not that much bigger," she said. I sighed and picked up the knitting needles. I'd started it last year and hadn't finished it. I was hoping this would be the year, but I might have to give it to Tobias next Christmas instead, if I got it done in time. "Tell us more about the courthouse," I said. Seraphina perked up. "The courthouse? That place gives me the creeps." She gave a theatrical shudder. "Did they find something nasty in there?" "They found a few old paintings, but they also found something else," Quinn confirmed. "Bones." "Like opossum bones?" Molly asked hopefully. "Maybe," Quinn answered. "Or maybe human." The wind howled outside, and even though the kitchen was warm, I shivered. "Where were they?" "They took off the skirting, and Ed Zapp's beagle got off the leash and ran under the courthouse. When they finally got him to come out, he had what looked like a femur in his mouth." "How recent?" Molly asked quietly, taking another sip of her rum-laced hot chocolate. "It was old," Quinn said, and we all breathed a quiet sigh of relief. "Rooster came waddling over," she said, referring to our less-than-competent sheriff, "and is theoretically running an investigation." "Any ideas on who it might be?" I asked. "I mean, have you heard anything at the cafe?" "I don't expect Rooster to have come up with anything." "Not yet," she said. "They stopped the renovation, of course. I was hoping Opal would be here to give us any juicy details." "I invited Mandy, too," I said. Mandy Vargas being the primary reporter of the Buttercup Zephyr. "But she's got some family trouble going on, apparently. Plus, she claimed not to know how to knit." "I think maybe we need to teach her," Molly said. "How else are we supposed to stay informed?" "You could always buy the paper," I pointed out. As a former journalist, I was a big proponent of supporting local papers. "Of course I'm going to buy the paper," Molly said. "But I want to know before the paper comes out. What's going on with Mandy's family?" "Her sister and her husband are in for a visit, and apparently things aren't going very well." "Are they staying with her?" "They are," I said. "Apparently they have a bit of a fiery relationship." "I'm surprised she didn't come just to get out of the house," Quinn said. "That can be hard to live with." She shivered, as if shaking off memories of her violent ex. "But let's get to work, ladies. This hat isn't going to knit itself." The wind kicked up again outside, and we all reached for more cookies as we worked on our Christmas projects. And if there were a few snickerdoodle crumbs in the finished products, well, it would be okay, we decided. When the group began breaking up, heading out into the cold, wet evening,